Okay, I don't know why I always get these messages to to make videos like while I'm in the gym, but this is a very important one because I think there's a lot of people who are having experiences with ETs, myself included, and they are not necessarily asking questions to discern where these ETs are coming from, what their agenda is, because there are agendas, okay? So I think it's really important that when you are having experiences, you ask questions. You have to never give away your sovereignty. You are a sovereign being. Nothing can come and take your power, take your anything, unless you give it away. Now, when you have these interactions, of course, I think when they happen for the first time, you might be really freaked out, like, oh my God. But nothing can overpower you unless you allow it to. That includes your thought process. You need to be able to have the power over your mind. Otherwise, something else can come and just easily sway you. You don't want to be naive. And when you're naive, you really are just at that point a tool. I cannot stress how important this is. This is really important. Now, I'm an Arcturian starseed. My origins come from Arcturus. I've had many different lifetimes in many other places, but Arcturians are the ones that I resonate with the most because that's who I am. And when I have interactions with the Arcturians, I am overwhelmed with an incredible power of love. It is the most intense power of love, this light that I cannot express, cannot explain. It just makes me cry immediately. I cry immediately. As soon as they come into my field, I'm crying. It is just the most beautiful thing ever. It's just overwhelming. I am so overwhelmed with love. And there have been other beings that I've been around or been in contact with that I don't feel like that at all. I don't feel any kind of love, any kind of light. But I'm interacting. And I think that there are people that might have these interactions and feel like, maybe they don't have the ones where they're overwhelmed with love, but they have the ones where they're just talking to different beings or different beings around them. And it's just really important to know why you're interacting with them. Ask questions. Because yes, there's missions. Yes, we have things and tasks that need to be completed with different beings. And we probably need to, help them because they're looking for help too. Like, they're on a journey most of the time. They're curious of what's going on here with us because we're curious beings as well. As they are curious of us, we're curious of them. So they're going to have questions and things like that. But, not all of them are going to be swayed. Just like you can't go into a place and talk to someone and then just sway their whole mind to believe what you want. You might not be able to do that to them either. And they might not be able to do that to you. But there's a higher chance of them not being able to sway you if you know where you're trying to go. When you don't know where you're trying to go, man, is that easy to be swayed. It's easy to be caught up in a task, caught up in a mission, caught up in a agenda that you don't know that you're a part of, simply because you're not using discernment to ask the right questions. So I would start immediately, if you're having these interactions, to start asking better questions. Just like ChatGPT, you are not going to get good answers if you don't ask good questions. You got to start breaking down the bigger questions into smaller, specific questions. That is my advice. That's my encouragement to all the people who are having these interactions with different ETs, different light beings. Light beings of light and love, divine light and love. They're not going to have a problem answering your questions, okay? They're just not. That's all I'll say there. But that's my input for this morning, my what's coming through right now for me to share. So, Happy New Year.